today. It's Madden NFL football. It's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Washington Commanders.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical.
Go to the air right away, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Bengals at 500, 7-7 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Burrow's throw taken in by Wayne here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Third and 2, now Burrow. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They'll try and run for it.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Burrow will throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try to run this one in. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
On second down, it's Russell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
On second down now, it's Russell.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First down. Here's Burrow.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flynn. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Russell, a beautiful fake. The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
On 2nd down, it's Russell, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught at the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Russell. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it's caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 45-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Now Burrow. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. There's Chris Olave. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Washington on 3rd down,
0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he finds Beasley, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Olave over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. And that flag accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. It's Russell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete.
That's Russell. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And this one caught by Beasley.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
On 2nd down now. It's Russell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Flynn.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Russell. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. On the left side, he finds Beasley.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. From the 29,
Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Burrow on play action. Steps away.
And he will find his man Chase complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That catch now puts him at 1,094 in his career. And in recent memory, he passed Reggie Wayne, Anquan Bolden, T.O. on the list, and now he's even with Tim Brown. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Again, it's Burrow. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. Burrow on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Lawrence buying time to, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is fielded at the 27.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half? Here we go.
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. It's Russell, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence running right on the option.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they needed a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. And they snap it short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through, and that lead is back down to 9 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the 1st down.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 47. They go play action with Burrow.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Russell, a very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle.
It's Russell.
And I don't think he got there, no.
He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On second down, it's Gregory.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
37. On third down, Gregory. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Up the middle they go. It's Gregory. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gregory. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Able to shake him.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the 2nd half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right?
Here we go.
What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He finds his man complete. That's Russell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Russell. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Throws the out route. It's Beasley with a catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Olave, 41 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down. Here's Burrow. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
Now Burrow loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Bengals will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
2nd down and 3.
Now a give right side. It's Gregory. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's Lawrence to throw.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Now Lawrence. Olave holds it in. He's got room past the 30.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Russell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again, it's Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th.
Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 35.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down now. It's Gregory, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. On 2nd down, it's Gregory.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's the Bengals who come away with a win, and the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for the Bengals, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.